From extramarital romance to cloak and dagger politics, there's one image consultant who knows every juicy detail about the secret lives of Washington, D.C.'s elite. And she'll stop at nothing to make sure all the dirt stays buried. It's the plot of ABC's hit show Scandal, and tonight we've got an all-access pass behind the scenes led by none other than a television president. It's a scandalous smash hit, a beltway melodrama with gasp-worthy plot twists. From a rigged election to an assassination attempt. The show centers on the steamy extramarital affair between the President of the United States and his former advisor, turned highly paid crisis consultant, Olivia Pope, played by Kerry Washington.
Start digging.
And we can just recycle these hallways.
Tony Goldwyn plays the flawed leader of the free world who took us on a tour of the fake West Wing. Thank you, Mr. President.
There's George Washington over there. So he's watching over me when I'm doing all of my illicit activities.
Illicit activities.
We do lots of crazy
There's a lot of
stuff.
hanky-panky that goes on in here.
There it is.
Don't touch me, please.
Viewers are captivated by every delicious, jaw-dropping turn of events. Even the cast members can't see what's coming next.
Have you had those reactions when you read a script and you think,
Every week.
every week?
It's a ratings bonanza, and fans can't get enough of the philandering commander-in-chief.
It's a sex tape.
The guy has a sex tape. He murders a Supreme Court justice, all while carrying on his clandestine affair.
You know, Olivia Pope is a problem for him because he's fallen in love with this extraordinary woman and who's not his wife.
Right.
He's trying to find his way toward the light, and the circumstances of his life and the flaws in his character lead him astray.
I swear to God, I'll kill her!
Goldwyn first became famous playing the bad guy in Ghost, opposite a 20-something Demi Moore.
You know, in a lot of movies where I played the bad guy, the character's really bad.
Right.
You know, or you play the hero and you're the good guy. You know, the brilliant thing about Fitz is he's both. There's just all of these areas to explore in him, so it's a dream role.
8 million viewers are glued to the trials and tribulations of Olivia Pope. Every Thursday night, fans dominate Twitter with breathless posts. 3,000 tweets a minute, 190,000 per episode.
We're really lucky that we have had this kind of grassroots explosion. The show is a hit because people love the show and by word of mouth have spread the word.
The high-stakes drama is yet another creation from the fertile mind of Shonda Rhimes, whose credits include the long-running hits Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice.
As a writer, is that she's not afraid of the gray area. She writes characters that are neither good nor bad, but human, which is honest.
Together, they're breaking down barriers in Hollywood. Washington is the first African-American woman lead in a network TV show in nearly 40 years. And yet the interracial nature of her on-screen love affair goes almost entirely unspoken.
Our spot, 10 minutes.
You can't leave your own state dinner.
Watch me.
So I'm not interested in sort of living in a world where my race is not a part of who I am. I am interested in living in a world where our races, no matter what they are, don't define our trajectory in life.
Your on-screen chemistry really sparks as well.
It just does. I don't know.
And how does your real-life wife react to the incredibly real chemistry between you and Kerry?
She doesn't watch the show. No.
She does too.
She's so not neurotic about it, my wife. I mean, look, I've been doing this for a long time. She's in the business. She gets it. She's thrilled for the success of the show.
Goldwyn is also an award-winning director of movies like Conviction with Hilary Swank.
Oh, good job, counselor.
He recently directed his first episode of Scandal, and we were there to tag along on a location scouting trip.
Oh, he's going to create something with a reflection off the water.
And she's looking up at Jake. I thought I would miss acting when I was just directing, and I didn't because I felt like I got to play every part.
Showbiz is in his blood. He comes from a venerable Hollywood dynasty. Goldwyn, as in Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. His grandfather, one of the founders of MGM.
We're so lucky to have him. I mean, he's this fancy movie director who's gonna, you know, slum it and direct an episode of Scandal.
But Goldwyn, the creature of Hollywood, is also a policy wonk.
You were the person who turned the boat around in 9/11, right?
Who we found chatting about foreign policy at the star-studded White House Correspondents' Dinner. Maybe it's a case of life imitating art. The fictional president rubbing elbows with real-life policymakers. Even though scandal paints our nation's leaders as deeply flawed, even Washington insiders are smitten.
I'm realizing that, I just got here to Washington and people seem to be crazy for it. Yeah.
He's the president of the United States, so...
I play the president on TV.
I am so hooked.